Hey everyone, today I'm talking about mastering your kata. For those of you who don't do karate, kata is a sequence of movements, self-defense movements put into a pattern that we practice, and we have a different one for each different level in karate. So kata is not just about getting each of the individual small little movements correct. It is a massive part about it, but every senior instructor that I know will do small movements slightly different. Every style of martial arts that have the same katas do movements slightly different. The applications could be vastly different. So ultimately you're trying to get the small movements as correct as you possibly can, and you should, ultimately that comes down to your instructor's desired way for you to perform those movements. Should be your direction in what you do there. And there should be a certain amount of consistency within that, within your group, for sure, 100%. But it's only one aspect of mastering your kata. Okay, kata is a bit of a analogy to life, really. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, and there is no ideal. The ideal is not measurable. It's not like, it doesn't have a destination. There's no point where you can get to in your kata and say, I've made it. It's consistent and never-ending improvement. It's always something that you can improve and upgrade, and that's why it can go on and on forever. And it's more about you than the kata. So, for example, to get speed, like the speed in the movements, the speed in that movement, or the slow, like to be as slow as you possibly can in a movement. You may need to embark on a flexibility program for years in order to become as flexible as you need to get. The older you are and the later you've started, the longer that flexibility program will take you to get to the level of flexibility that you want to get to. But you can do it. You may need to start a process of strength building that could take 6 months to get the strength that you need in a certain sequence of movements to be the best that you can be. So these things can take time, take years, and there's no destination. So you've got to get okay with the fact that you don't have a finish point. It's a constant and never-ending improvement that you're looking for. So you've got to it's like there's no tomorrow. In life, there is no tomorrow, because tomorrow there's tomorrow. The next tomorrow, there's always another tomorrow. So really, let's just say there is no tomorrow. There is only today. So you've got to get fulfillment and happiness and joy. And if you're always thinking, I'll be happy when I get to there, then ultimately you're never going to be happy. So you've got to be able to focus in on the process of getting better. You've got to focus, like that exercise program that we talked, that strength building program, to get to the strength that you need to get to. The flexibility process that you're going through in order to get the flexibility you're going to. The technique workshops that you're working on consistently to be able to get the technique where it needs to be, or where you want it to be, or as good as it can be. And you start focusing in on the process. It's the process that is going to set you free. It's the process that you get your energy from. Yes, you have an ideal. The ideal is something that it's not measurable, though. You don't know how good you can get. But it's out there somewhere, and you're not there yet. Make sense? So when you start focusing on the process and get your energy from working through that process, you'll be energized, you'll get fulfilled, you'll feel joy, and guess what? Sooner than later, your kata's going to be pretty amazing too. But there's no end. It just keeps going and going. See you in the dojo.